Hi, hello, namaste, Jai Jagannath, everybody. Welcome to a fresh new episode of Choice That Matters. I am Pinkie, welcoming you all on behalf of my entire team to this wonderful show. Where are we? We are here at Veechi by Shalinee, our shoot location for today. And who are we to meet with? She is a lady जो कि पूरी दुनिया को इंस्पायर कर रही है with her journey so far. लेकिन क्या है ना कि हम लोग ऐसे होते हैं कि किसी के तरक्की पे पहुंच जाने के बाद उसके टेम्पररी लाइफस्टाइल को लेके अपनी जर्नी समझ लेते हैं या फिर इंस्पिरेशन का एक पात्र समझ लेते हैं. बट हर एंटायर जर्नी इज टू बी टॉक्ड अबाउट. हर एंटायर जर्नी इज समथिंग टू बी इंस्पायर्ड फ्रॉम. हु इज शी? शी इज़ वन पर्सन जिसको भी पूरी दुनिया जानती है. बहुत रिसेंटली उन्होंने मास्टर शेफ इंडिया के फिनालिस्ट के तौर पे हमारे उड़ीसा का नाम रोशन किया था. शी इज़ स्मृतिश्री सिंह. बट हर जर्नी सो फार and why she has been called to this show is something जो कि आप लोगों को definitely inspire करेगा. मैं तो बहुत कुछ जानती हूँ उनके बारे में, लेकिन मैं चाहूँगी कि आप सभी लोग जो इस शो को रेगुलरली देखते हैं और जिन लोगों ने शो को अब तक इतना प्यार दिया है, आई एम श्योर आप लोगों को ये जर्नी, ये कहानी, ये पूरी स्टोरी जो कि 1 घंटे में, आई नो वी कैन नॉट लाइक टॉक अबाउट ईच एंड एवरीथिंग, बट वी विल समराइज्ड वे में हम बात करेंगे, आपको इंस्पायर ज़रूर करेगी. तो चलिए उनसे मिलते हैं. Let's go and meet her. And finally, I'm here to meet this beautiful lady who is an inspiration to a million women out there. And not only women, she is an inspiration to every male and female out there in across our nation and of course in the entire world. क्यों? ये तो मैंने आपको बता दिया, लेकिन finally क्योंकि वो यहाँ हैं तो अब उनसे बातचीत करने की बारी. You know, it's not because she is a Masterchef India, she is one of the contestant of that, इसलिए मैंने उनको अपने साथ बिठाया है. It's not true. She has a story to tell all of us, and that would be unveiled by herself. Let's welcome Smrutisree. Hi, Smruti.
Hi.
So first of all, thank you for accepting our invite on a very short notice. And आप लोगों को मैं बताना चाहती हूँ कि स्मृति ने आज बहुत लॉन्ग वे ट्रैवल किया है हमारे शो के लिए, तो दैट अगेन बिकम्स अ स्पेशल थिंग फॉर अस. सो बिफोर वी स्टार्ट द एंटायर सेशन, मैं एक्चुअली अपने ऑडियंस को बताना चाहूँगी, इफ़ एट ऑल स्मृति जो लोगों को दिखाई देती हैं, जो कि बहुत ईजीली पीपल कैन सी यू एट डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म्स, उसके अलावा स्मृति क्या है?
Smriti is a very bubbly, very happy-go-lucky person in front of everyone. But ये स्मृति भी रोती है, ये स्मृति भी डिप्रेशन में आ जाती है. So that part I never showed to anyone because people love to see me smiling always. And in social media, definitely, whenever I post something, sometimes I feel I'm like एक क्लम्जी सा हो गया है सोशल मीडिया, दैट यू नो यू कैन नॉट शो योर थिंग एंड पीपल विल नेवर अंडरस्टैंड. If you're giving something negativity or something, they're like, why she is posting some negative stuff. Every time a person can't smile. So that is what me is. I'm very emotional and I'm very much into my family. I do a hell lot of work, but people think that वो तो chilled out है, वो तो घूमती रहती है, गाड़ी चलाती रहती है. उनको नहीं पता है कि मैं गाड़ी चला के वेजिटेबल खरीदने जाती हूँ, मटन खरीदने जाती हूँ. So they think so many things, you know, the way people think. So that is it.
So how has your early life been? Like आपकी schooling, आपकी college, वो कैसा था, वो phase कैसा था, and where did it all happen?
I'm from Angul. मैं पहले बनरपाल में रहती थी. I'm a student of सरस्वती शिशु विद्या मंदिर. So from my childhood itself, my mom and dad has made me learn everything, and I always see this. They never forced me to study, but I was so good in study. I was a dancer. I was a Odisha dancer. I used to learn singing from my mom. they always gave me an opportunity to do new things. I do paint, I do sculptures, I go to science exhibitions and all. So I was a very scholar kind of girl of my school, and I was a head girl. Like हमारे ओडिया में होता है शिशु सभा प्रमुख and प्रार्थना प्रमुख and all. So I was into all these things. So I never got a chance to have so many friends, because school में होता है ना कि नहीं, she's the kind of head girl, so I have 4 or 5 friends, and whenever we'll go, nobody talks to us much. And I was close to my teacher, and all this thing helped me a lot, because मैंने how to say वो जो शर्म होता है, स्टेज फियर होता है, वो सब मेरा चला गया था स्कूल डेज में ही. And I started loving the stage. I love to go in front of people and say things and do things. So all these things went till like my 12th. I studied in Anugul Government College. +2 I did. After that, it was a thing that the turning point, you say, that you want to be a doctor or you want to be an engineer because you're good in study. No, I never wanted to be someone who needs to, do a study from the books and all, and you have to do a ratta fao and doctor ban jayenge, engineer ban jayenge. No, I wanted to be someone very artistic. I had 2 options. As I have started cooking from my class 2 or 1. I started beating egg, and I started doing cakes with my dad. So that was an inspiration, and then I started designing stuff. I do painting and all. So I wanted to become a designer into fashion industry or into chef world. Like I wanted to cook. Because in these 2, you create something every day. So I wanted to be a creator, not a person like, a job person. So then I gave exams. Everyone gives this competitive exam. In first go, I got dental.
Okay.
I could have been a dentist, and I could have been like earned a lot till now. लोगों का दांत उखाड़ के, but I never.
और नाम के आगे doctor भी होता है.
Yeah, doctor is like, wow, she's a doctor, he's a doctor.
Yeah.
Let it be, तुम दांत उखाड़ो, but तुम doctor हो. So no offense to a dentist, but I never wanted to be a dentist. Then I thought, no, let's give 1 year to myself. So I joined zoology honors science. That is also by my mom's choice, because she was into arts and she got married very early. She wanted me to be like, नहीं science कर, science में होता है ना कि लड़की science की हुई है. नहीं, science में क्या है, arts में क्या है, philosophy क्या है, वो समझ में नहीं आया, but I did, and I went into zoology honors. In 1 year, I got bored, I guess, yeah, because that was not the thing I wanted to do. That was just for a graduation you are doing. For a girl, definitely you know. People ask, क्या पढ़ाई की है, कितना तक पढ़ाई की है, why? So all this thing happened, and in that year, I thought of trying it out for hotel management and NIFT. I gave both the exams. I got through in both. That was a very crucial part where I have to choose, because NIFT was in like Delhi, and this thing I could have chosen Bhubaneswar, IHM, but due to some like family issues and all, some of our family, one person of my family, I lost them, and that time I was not able to attend the meeting and the council and all this thing happened. So that went. But still it was in my mind that, okay, NIFT is gone, IHM is gone, but what next? So I went to the college directly. It wasn't confusion, you can say, because I did a craft course in hotel management. Let me complete the course. It's a food production and craftsman course. It's a 1 year course. People still ask me that I did a hotel management of 3 years. As you know, we all studied. We have different courses. So this part, I guess that time it was a wrong decision for me. But later on I understood, thank God I never did a 3 year course, unless I couldn't have been in Masterchef, because Masterchef doesn't allow the professional courses people. So all this thing happened, and finally I went into college. But that 1 year was a very hectic schedule for me because I had to study my geology thing, and I have to do this. So I used to travel from Anugul via train, intercity. I'll be starting up by 5:30 in the morning. I'll reach here by 9:15, and my class is at 9:30. Manchester, I used to get down and I'll be like in an auto or something. 2.5 months I did that. Then I was like, no, it's very hectic to get a ticket every day and traveling with that general boggy and all, because I never traveled. My mom and dad never made me travel by a bus also. It was very hectic. And I thought, oh, I should shift back to Bhubaneswar. I should study this, and the exams I should give in my place. All this thing happened. I went. When I joined the college, let me tell you, it was 47 guys and I was only one girl, because hotel management is something people have a taboo, you can say, that लड़की को होटल मैनेजमेंट भेज रहे हो, क्या करेगी वो, वेटर बनेगी, फ्रंट ऑफिस में मेकअप पोत के खड़ा ही होना है. No, you have a lot of a thing. A hotel is something you need to maintain, because people are coming and staying there. You have some criteria to fulfill. It's not your own house that you can do makeup and you are standing there, hello, hi. No, we have a lot of a back office work. So all this thing happened, and there was no girl in my college, and I was like, no one is in my class. But I was a very harsh kind of person, because I thought, guys are there, they will definitely try on me. No, let me be very rude and harsh and all this thing. I was a very rude girl. But later on, some friends happened, and some kind of like brothers also. They said, तू दिखाती रहती ना, तू इतनी rude है, तू इतनी rude है नहीं. Then I was like, okay, they knows me now, so I should be normal with them. So it went, 1 year went. In that 1 year also, like I have suffered because of my both the studies, but still I did. I nationally topped in 28 colleges in IHM Craftman course. So I was a national topper. I never knew that also. I knew I will be first in my class. लड़के हैं, लड़कों को पीछे छोड़ना मतलब it's like okay ठीक है, इतना अच्छा नहीं पढ़ाई करते थे वो लोग. So I was in different, like in me and the second it was like 62 marks. So he was not near me also. So all my teachers, they used to love me like anything, and they're like, you'll go far. I was like, God's grace, let's see. In 2012 I finished everything. 2011 to 12 I was studying. 12 finished everything. I went to Visakhapatnam. Let me tell you, I have seen my girlfriends, whenever they go out, you must have gone out also to stay or something. Every time parents visit, right? Where my girl is staying, अच्छा घर है कि नहीं, किसके साथ रहती है, and all this thing. Never. With my parents, it never happened. My mom and dad never asked me, you got the house, you got the thing. Because they have this thing in their mind that Smruti. Okay, nobody calls me Smruti. Everybody calls me Memory. My nickname is Memory. Memory kar degi. Kar da bas hai. So it's that thing made me more strong that, I have become like this. And I'm kind of a boy to my family rather than a girl. Every time they need anything, they ask me. My mom, dad, they ask. So all this thing happened, and I went to Visakhapatnam. Then I traveled to different cities. There did my job. I was in Bangalore. I was working with JW Marriott and Shangri-La Bangalore. 3 years spent there, learned a lot. So my chef thing happened because of my dad. He wanted to become a chef, but he couldn't. As my grandfather was like, तो क्या बावर्ची बनेगा, तो क्या खाना पकाएगा दूसरों के घर पे जाके? No यार, होटल में खाना बनाना पड़ता है, घर पे थोड़ा बनाना पड़ता है. So all this thing happened, and I became a chef, and my dreams went off, and here I am today.
So we'll come back to the point where you became a chef and you did absolutely great wherever you were. ये तक हम आएंगे, मास्टर शेफ तक आएंगे, लेकिन थोड़ी देर में. I also want to tell my audience, now C is a person who has been into each and everything which we think as a girl is a curse in our life. I won't elaborate each and every point for a reason, because she doesn't want that, and even I don't want that, because not many of them know about her this segment. But in a jiffy, I would want to ask you. You have been in a bad relationship at a very young age. Very young age. With very young age, I mean that was the age when we actually technically get matured enough.
Yes.
16, 17, ye wala saal. How that thing, that entire thing, the entire phase has an impact in your life, right? Ab tak bhi.
Yeah, as a girl, it impacted me like anything, because as you said, that time we get mature. The time you learn everything, that time I was into something. And going through a bad relation and thinking about society, that what they will think, and if you will do this, that was the part I have stopped myself to think about society more than myself. So I have thought about myself, and I have come out of that thing in a very negative way. But one thing I have learned is your smile is your smile. Nobody gives you the smile. So don't lose your smile or your happiness for society. Because as I have learned from that situation is, nobody stand by you. Rather than your parents, nobody stand by you. So by thinking about society, you are doing something and you are suffering, never suffer. And yeah, it was a painful phase of my life, though I have taken it out of my mind, and so many people doesn't know it, and whoever knows it, they know a very different part, because I never spoke about it. So as I said, I am a very positive person now, and I don't want to take this negative stuff. But let me tell you, negative things happens in everyone's life, but how you handle it, that is what matters is. But never think about society more than yourself. That is what I can say. रिलेशनशिप बोल देने से ना आजकल यही हो जाता है कि हाँ, बॉयफ्रेंड, गर्लफ्रेंड, and you're into, someone who abused you or something. No, relationship has so many names. But it's fine if I don't want to. But one thing, let it be any relationship, I'll say never suffer. Never give the chance to, somebody to give you pain, because your parents made you this big just because that you are someone, and you're someone to be deserved, but not to be deserved like that kind of worse situation. And
Absolutely. So, Smruti, you have been into a work culture which we were thoda samay pehle you were pointing it out कि this is not a field which is kind of a taboo, that यहाँ पे बहुत सारे मेल ही इस फील्ड में जाते हैं. But जब हम घर के अंदर आते हैं तो we somehow want our females to cook, we somehow want our females to be in the kitchen, not the males. When in the society it is very true that chefs are made to be male. ये एक थिंकिंग है. तो यू हैव बीन इनटू दैट इंडस्ट्री. ऑब्वियसली बहुत पॉजिटिव चीज़ें आई लाइफ में, यू लर्नड अ लॉट, एंड मे बी दोज एक्सपीरियंसेस वर द वन विच टॉट यू टू बी अप टू दिस लेवल. बट अगेन, टॉक्सिक वर्ल्ड वर्क कल्चर हैपन्स एवरीवेयर, एंड आई एम श्योर you might have also suffered somehow or the either in your work culture. Can you elaborate that for the people here?
Yes. I was a young girl. I started studying early. As I said, I'm from Odia medium school. I have done with my study when I was 18. I started working from my 18. I was very young. I never knew that, who is talking to you sweetly to get something from you, or who is talking to you sweetly by their heart. So, but still, I never gave anybody chance to come near me. But sometime, the way I'm sitting with you, I have to sit and work with someone. And in chef world, we don't sit. We stand for 12-13 hours. And in a very small kitchen area, when I was working, it was 2012 and 13. I guess in the whole hotel, it was like 3 or 4 girl chefs, and like I was the one who was in a hot kitchen, and all the 3 other girls were in bakery. That was a very different segment of a hotel, and hot kitchen is a very different segment. Here all the male voices were coming, and कोई ऐसे abuse कर रहा है, ये तूने ये नहीं किया क्या रे, beep 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 beeps comes, and sometimes somebody tapped on my shoulder also and saying that, you know, beep, तूने काम क्यों नहीं किया.
Okay.
Yes, this happens. They think I'm a guy or something because we were the same cap, and I was very thin that time though. So but so many things happen that everywhere you will get sick mind people.
Yeah.
When there is a girl around, they see you, they check you out. Happened with me. But one thing I have learned is I never gave anybody a room to, you know, to check me out the way they used to do. I raise my voice. I say them 1, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times. One thing happened with me, I should say this because it was a chef, he was a senior of me, and he used to be a bit touchy whenever I work because I was the only one girl there. And he will be touchy, he'll be going behind me, he'll be touching here and there. I said it 4 times, 5 times. The 5th time when I said, and he did it again in the same place 2 minutes back, I took his hand and I was making soup. मैं soup बना रही थी. It was a big vessel. And मैंने उसके अंदर उनका हाथ डाल दिया. Without सोचे कि पुलिस केस होगा, मेरे को जॉब से निकाल दिया जाएगा, भाड़ में जाए. क्योंकि I'm a girl. First of all, if I'm saying no, don't do this, respect that. You are not a family person, you are not a friend, you cannot touch me like that. Simple. But it was a very opposite scenario. It was a policy in our hotel. Good. Let me clarify, in hotels, we girls are the most safest thing in a hotel, like HR policies and everything is there for girls. थोड़ा सा भी कुछ भी होता है, a girl is saying something, they take the action then and there, and they have taken that chef out of that hotel, and the way we say there that for 5 years he cannot work somewhere, they detained or what do you say, so like that it happened. And after that the courage came in me again and again, and I have a very big problem. I have a road rage problem whenever I drive or ride. I do rides, I do ride bikes, but whenever I do that, and obviously a girl is driving, they come by side and they do some things and all. I give left and rights to them. So many beep 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 though, and if my parents are there also, because they knows that I do beep beep beep, and yeah, so that courage came in that little girl. Yes, I was little. I was 18. That time we become the woman. I guess the officially we become on like Nagarik or something. So that happened, and I become very strong from that point, and I never looked back again. Yeah, that is one point. I have done so many things like this. बहुत कांड हुए हैं.
थोड़े बहुत कांड हम भी जानते हैं, लेकिन हम लोग यहाँ पूरी चीज़ों को डिस्कस नहीं करेंगे. बट या, दिस इज़ अ लेसन टू ऑल द गर्ल्स आउट देयर. इफ़ यू थिंक समथिंग इज़ गोइंग रॉन्ग विथ यू, इफ़ यू फील दैट ये नहीं होना चाहिए, तो आप उसके लिए वॉइस उठाइए. बिकॉज you know, it's high time. How many times people have to write कि लड़कियों को protect करो. You should also take care of your protection, and that matters a lot. Anyway, Smruti, you came back from that place. You were here in Odisha with a like अभी के टाइम का एक बहुत known hotel है, तो आप उसके साथ भी थी. See, I'm not talking about how did the workflow happen in that hotel. That I don't want to discuss at all. But I really want to discuss because I myself have been into an industry which is like very easy to point out fingers कि आप लेट आते हो, आप ये करते हो, आपके ये इतने मेल फ्रेंड्स हैं, आपके उतने मेल फ्रेंड्स हैं. And of course, आप लोगों की इंडस्ट्री में भी ये बहुत कॉमन है, स्पेशली बिकॉज नॉट मेनी फीमेल्स आर देयर इनटू दैट इंडस्ट्री, and especially when it comes to Odisha. I have not seen many females being so vocal and so prominently visible, even if they are into a hotel industry. I have not seen many, and that again becomes very easier for the people to point out, अच्छा अच्छा इसको तो मिल गया होगा क्योंकि इसके ये दोस्त है, इसके वो दोस्त है, ये करती होगी, वो करती होगी, ऐसी होगी, वैसी होगी. आपके साथ हुआ होगा, आपने सुना भी होगा.
By God's grace, मेरे बारे में ऐसे बोल नहीं सकते क्योंकि when I came back from a background of a 5-star international property and directly worked in Odia property, Odisha's thing, the hotels, the work culture is very different. Let me tell you. The general manager, he took the interview, and then and there he got to know how professional I am and how courageous I am to take care of a thing and to take care of a thing which I don't like. So, truly speaking, here when they listen, there is a girl who wants to apply. लड़की काम कर पाएगी? होटल में कितना काम होता है पता है? 18 घंटा 19 घंटा काम करना पड़ता है. The time they met me and they got to know that I have worked for 22 hours also. And it was a life-changing thing or a rule. Like they have changed the rule also for me that in that hotel, nobody stays. The girls, I'm saying, because there was no one in kitchen or something. And I never joined here in kitchen. I was into administration because I never got my own field. Like I was a sushi chef. I was into Japanese, Thai, and all. Obviously, in Odisha, you know, hotels, they are into Indians and all. So I went to administration and I become a manager. I become a restaurant manager or F&B manager, and currently I was working as a general manager. So I have gone through that phase also, the official part. So what happens is they have changed the rule for me. They saw my work and they have given me a challenge. The restaurant, which was not making 2,000 rupees every day also, I have given them a 60 to 70k from that restaurant every day, and the sale part was like number one, this restaurant which Smruti is taking care, that is number one. I proved them because when I went, let me tell you the mentality over there. They think, how come she has become a restaurant manager or an F&B manager in the age of 24? That mentality is, मिल गया होगा उसको, लड़की है, अच्छी दिखती है. Because here in Odisha, there is a mind or mentality that after 40 only, you can be in that level. Just think where you are coming. You are working in Odisha from 15 years and you are going slowly. I have worked in different properties in all over India and out of India also, and I came back here. So when you're working here for 10 years and you're getting that kind of a knowledge, that small knowledge, and I have got more, like 100% more than you. So I got that thing. I don't have to do something wrong to get a position like that. What you said, I know I have gone through. But one incident happened, it was my second day or a third day. Morning meeting happens in hotel. All the departmental head goes. So I was the only one girl again. And there was, everybody was 40 above, 40, 45 above, and I was the only child in front of them because I was their daughter's or son's age. I got to know after 3 days, and when I went to morning meeting, somebody said, you don't need to come to the morning meeting. I was like, why? I have to give the sale report of my restaurant, right? No, it's fine. The other person, the other restaurant manager will get it. Later on, that day, I went to the general manager. I said, why you are not allowing me to the morning meeting? Then he said, who said that? I said, hey, that person said that. He called that person. And then he said that I'll tell you what is happening. And then I came out, I was waiting, and I went inside. Thank God the general manager was so good. He was kind of like a father to me. Because he was kind of like a relative to my mother also. We got to know later.
Okay.
But he said, people are getting inferiority complex from me because there were people who cannot even speak properly. And I was doing everything in a snap. yes, I can snap, because they were not doing anything, and because they will be proved wrong that they are not working. मतलब वो लोग कुछ काम ही नहीं करते थे. It was like government job. They were coming in the morning, they will go for lunch to their house like for 2 hours, and I will be working. And I have proved myself. Inferiority complex आ गया. एक छोटी सी लड़की से inferiority complex आ गया. 40 एज ऊपर के होती तो नहीं आता फिर. हाँ ठीक है, 40 के above है, ठीक है. Here people judge the age rather than the experience of your work. I will say this. This is the main thing I have learned in Odisha industry. When I become a general manager, I went to a very it's a government meeting. So many things happened, through Nabin Patnaik ji. So there is a meeting. There is a very close meeting of 50 people of all over Odisha's general managers, all the hotels. I went there. My general manager sent me there, and they said, "You stay." I was assistant general manager there. So they said they were asking questions about some hotel rules and all. Nobody was saying anything. I was the one answering everything, and they were looking at me. And then later on, I got around 12 or 13 calls. Who is this girl? They were asking me to join their property and all. Happens. You need to prove yourself so hard that they should come behind you, and then you choose them. No, you are the one who was talking shit behind me that how come I have become in this age. So now I guess you know what experience I have and what I can do. So that's what I have proved, and I'm like chilled out now. छोड़ो, तुम लोग क्या बोलोगे मेरे बारे में?
That's so nice of you. That confidence shows in your smile. And Smruti, like you have also seen lot of phases which have been like a changeover for the mentality of the people surrounding you. मैंने भी बहुत कुछ सुना है, मैं डिस्क्लोज तो नहीं कर सकती. I have seen people, literally seen people who have been something else to you when you were not a part of Masterchef, and all of a sudden they become totally a replica, or maybe a different thing. Not a replica, I would say. That would be a contradictory segment of themselves post Masterchef. Can you talk about that?
Yes, I have so-called friends. Everybody has, who speaks something in front of you, something behind you. I have friends like that, and this thing I also felt. The person who never spoke, or they used to speak something bad about me, because let me tell you, you are a girl, let it be. तुम दूध से नहा हो, तुम्हारे बारे में गंदा बोलेंगे, ये होता है. This is the society. So लड़की है तो बुरा सुनना ही सुनना है. So like when they spoke bad about me, that time I was the same Smrutisree Singh with the same character, but whatever they spoke, that is not me, but the same Smrutisree. But when I went to Masterchef, and after that when they spoke good about me, have I ever changed like that Smrutisree and that character, that the same character Masterchef went under the same character Masterchef. From Masterchef I came out. So if I am the same and those person are changing their perception with the tag of Masterchef मुझे तो धुल नहीं दिया है ना, मतलब उन लोगों के दिमाग में Masterchef ने मेरे को पूरा एकदम सती बना दिया हुआ है शायद. No, that was a show. I showcased my food. I gave that thing that to take Odisha's name to that point. It was my choice. It was my point. I wanted to take Odisha's name in that platform, and making Odisha proud and giving someone a different characteristic is a very different thing. एक शो से निकल आना तो तुम बहुत अच्छी होगी, वाह उड़ीसा के बारे में, मतलब तुम प्राउड हो उड़ीसा की. मैं तो प्राउड पहले भी थी, मैं तो वही सेम लड़की थी. तो आज मैं प्राउड फील कराती बोल के अच्छी लड़की बन गई. पहले प्राउड नहीं फील कराती थी, मैं पहले मेरे पेरेंट्स को प्राउड फील कराती थी. हाउ आई गेस यू नेवर न्यू मी. दैट इज अ प्लेटफॉर्म वेयर पीपल गॉट टू नो मी. मैं वैसी ही थी पहले, वही सेम स्मृतिश्री को उन्होंने बस दिखाया हर जगह पे. दैट मीन्स तुम लोग अंधे थे कि तुम लोग मुझे नहीं देख पाए थे, एंड दैट इज योर प्रॉब्लम इफ यू आर स्पीकिंग wrong about me. सो मतलब लोग बोलते हैं कि एक कान में घुसाओ एक कान में निकालो, मैं कभी घुसाती नहीं हूँ वैसे बात को, सो इट नेवर मेड मी फील बैड. I have some genuine friends whom I fight with, I speak my heart out, I cry in front, I smile, I do pagalpanti, and thank God I have those friends till now, and they will be. Yesterday I met some of my friend and the close one. I came from Anugul and all. So one of my friend bought a house and we four were standing there, and she's married. And I just told her that in this age, in this, like, we are in 20s now, and you bought a house, we are standing like this, and I wish after 30 years I feel that we will be standing like this, like ऐसे कमर में हाथ देके, and हाँ तेरे घर में क्या हुआ क्या नहीं, and we will be talking like this, and that is the meaning of true friendship, that हम लोग वैसे ही रहेंगे एंड इतने साल से हैं, लाइक वी आर फ्रेंड्स फ्रॉम लाइक 8 years now, we all are. So that is what, and when I maintain friendship, and truly, let me tell you, I can give everything, but when I get to know that a person is talking like this to me, my hatred is too much. When I start hating someone, I don't get back to that person, let it be my own family member or someone. That person is already bad in my mind. So I will just say that without knowing a person, what I have learned in my life is, without knowing a person, don't create such things and don't say such things to a person that you don't know, I will say. And at one moment of a time, that person will definitely get married, that person will definitely have a husband or a wife and a son and a daughter. So rather than speaking about somebody else's daughter or wife or woman or a woman, I will say definitely woman, because nobody speaks about guys.
Yeah.
If a guy will do that thing 20 times, nobody speaks. हाँ लड़का है यार, कुछ भी कर सकता है, नहीं क्यों, लड़की भी कर सकती है, अगर वो नहीं भी करती है तो मत बोलो उसको, that's her own personal life. So that is what, and ऐसे बहुत लोग आते जाते रहते हैं, मैं उन लोगों को ऐसे घास नहीं देती हूँ, बट या अगर कोई कुछ सुन रहा है सुनो, लेना है कान में लो, नहीं लेना है नहीं लो, डायरेक्टली पूछना है पूछो, बट अफवाहें मत फैलाओ.
That is the most toxic thing we face actually each and every day, and yeah, कहीं ना कहीं थोड़े बहुत males भी इस चीज को face करते हैं, but again there are a lot of females who face this each and every second of their life. Anyways, थोड़ा positive I want to talk, like how was the phase of your Masterchef? I know this has been asked to you many a times in a lot of interviews, but this time let's talk about something which taught you a lot of lessons.
The show, reality show, you are a like queen of reality show, you can say. You have seen a lot of reality shows. Masterchef was a very different for me when I went in first. That 4 month, I felt that I'm in a very different world. I was disconnected with the actual world, and let me tell you, let me sleep, let me eat, let me do anything. That 4 months, it was just food in my mind. I will be thinking, कल का एपिसोड क्या होने वाला है, पता नहीं क्या टास्क देने वाले, कल क्या मैं बनाऊं, ये करूं. That 4 months, I never thought about anyone. It's just my parents, even if I was not able to talk to them, so I created a WhatsApp group, because they said a big no to share your personal thing, because we used to shoot 2 weeks prior, everything. Like we get to know that what is happening. So my parents, obviously parents are parents, so I created a group, and they will be motivating me like anything, because I'm a very homesick kind of person. I stay outside, but still I talk to my parents every day, or like I need that affection. Like I need to fight with my mom every day. I fight with my mom, but I will be fighting with her every day. I need that. So in Masterchef, the best part was those 3 judges. लोग बहुत पैसे पे करके दुबई जाके शेफ विकास, शेफ विनीत एंड रणबीर शेफ उनके रेस्टोरेंट में खाना खाते हैं, फिर भी उनसे मिल नहीं पाते और हम पूरा 4 महीना उनके साथ चिल कर रहे थे. सो इट वाज अ ग्रेट एक्सपीरियंस बिकॉज द शेफ्स behind the scene they come to you, they will be like स्मृति तुमने ऐसे क्यों बनाया, ऐसे क्यों बनाया, वैसे क्यों बनाया. वो सब हम लोग टीवी में नहीं दिखा रहे थे बट वो लोग बहुत कुछ सिखाए हैं, उनसे बहुत कुछ सीखा है. एंड माय co-contestants, let me tell you, I have so many co-contestants. I got so many good friends, like we were 5 good friends and the other 5 or 6 they were only taking them out from our group and they're like, oh ये तो हमसे बात नहीं करेंगे, ये नहीं करेंगे. अरे क्यों भाई, हम सबसे बात करते हैं. तुम अगर ऐसे सोचोगे, you will have that attitude कि I will come and talk to you or I will be like, you know, क्या कर रही है, कैसी है. ठीक है, we speak, but politics were there. It was a mini Big Boss house, you can say. We were always mic'd, by the way, like this. And after a long, I'm getting this mic and I'm feeling, oh, I'm back to my show or something. So it was a mini Big Boss house, and for 10 days we were like very like मैंने बोलते हैं ना, मैंने भद्र छुआ. हाँ तूने क्या किया, कैसे किया, ये किया. 10 दिन के बाद वही बीप बीप वाला बात, क्या रे वो ऐसे क्या कर रहा है, वैसे क्या कर रहा है. So we started talking like, because we become friend and you cannot always maintain that stuff because see, I know you and we know each other and I cannot be like, हाँ Pinkie कैसे हो and all. So after 10 days it was like, and the mic person John, he's a very handsome buddho, you can say, and with those tattoos and all, and he always makes me blush in mic. He's a Christian and obviously they're very bold about what they speak. Smriti, you're looking very, very sexy today. I was like, oh my god, and it will be in total mic. And I'll thank you, George. And George will be like, when you're making a tattoo of my name, because I made a Vikas Khanna. I was like, George, you cannot flirt with me. He's elder than my dad. But it's like fun thing, and because I was the most fun-loving person in the whole set, and everybody used to laugh. Believe me, I have posted on my Instagram a week ago. Every challenges, whenever I will not smile or I'll be intense, Vineet chef, he will always say, Smriti, there is something missing in this recipe. I was like, chef, what? The time they taste, I'm very serious. You have seen, like, I don't know, but I'm very serious. Smile, Smriti, smile. The same way he has told me in like whole thing and 3 or 4 times. Coming from him, that thing is too big for me. Yeah. Like, smile, Smriti. Your smile makes your food more sweeter. You have a sweet smile. So that smile I felt, and he told me that your smile gives us positivity. Nobody smiled like me. I smile like पूरा सेट में मैं ऐसे ना बोलते हैं ना, मतलब खिलते खिलखिलाते ऐसे कूद काट के मैं घूमती रहती थी. And I was like, I was a child there. So that was a very, and it was my home, and we had so many team. Everybody used to love me because I never asked them कि क्या होने वाला है, कि जो होने वाला है रहने दो. Keep that suspense. You will feel good also. Challenge yourself. Yeah. So I have always challenged myself and learned a lot. And Amul pantry. I'll go to my food team and I'll be asking, chef, can I take a camel milk? Because that was the fascinating. I'm a milk person. I drink a lot of milk. Like I drink goat milk. I drink cow milk. Sabu. Sorry. So, मतलब सारे दूध में पी लेती हूँ, सिर्फ माँ का ही दूध नहीं पी हूँ. So yeah, true, it's true. You can ask my mom. पता नहीं कुछ प्रॉब्लम था, मैं पी नहीं रही थी तो मेरे को डब्बे का दूध पिया गया है. So mom has a thing also कि हाँ तू सबके सामने बोल देती है ऐसे. I was like, no, सच में तूने मेरे को अपना दूध नहीं पिलाया, तू पीती नहीं तो तू मैं क्या पिलाऊँ. So it's a very rare thing. My whole family knows. And my chachi used to call like, जो भी डब्बे का दूध पिया है सामने आए, and I will be the one. So camel milk is the one thing I used to take from Amul pantry. Chef, मैं वो camel milk ले लूँ? हाँ ले ले. Literally, I ate my own food. The kebab I was making in 15 minutes. There is a dora kebab. Chef is like, it was a challenge of like how you make it. And mutton is my favorite. And Ranveer chef, he told me विकास के tattoo के नीचे तो मटन का tattoo बना ले. I was like, no, I will be making it in a different way. So I was like, no, ये डोरा कबाब जल्दी से हो जाए, मैं थोड़ा खा के चली जाऊंगी. Literally, I ate in front of it, and they have shooted it. It's in that episode also. I was eating the mutton, and I was like, that was the expression, and it was very great. And the best part is, this is me. You are seeing me, and you are seeing me from so many years.
Yeah.
I'm the same in the show, and that is what people love about me. And thank you so much, all my followers, my genuine followers, actually, because it's a very big thing nowadays that you are getting a genuine followers or not. So I'm very happy that they love me, and I am what I am today because of everyone's love.
Absolutely. By the way, people here don't know that this was not her first time at Masterchef. She has tried it before as well.
Yes.
And that time you were very young, I guess.
I was
only
7. No, I was 16 and a half. 2000.
Nothing more to say. Okay, so I know like this is ending up in a very happy note. I really want everybody to be inspired from the story. बिकॉज यू नो आप अगर सोचते हो ना कि किसी की चकाचौंध भरी ज़िंदगी देख के अगर आप ये सोचते हो कि उसकी ज़िंदगी में कुछ भी उथल पुथल नहीं मचा होगा, तो ऐसा नहीं है. सारी चीज़ों को संभाल के अच्छे से रैप करके एक कोने में रख के फिर अपनी ज़िंदगी संवारने हर सुबह वो वैसे ही निकलते हैं. सो आई जस्ट वॉन्ट ऑल ऑफ यू टू बी लाइक taking all the positive side of each and everybody you see across your life, you meet across your life, and learn from that. And now I want to ask you, to all the beautiful ladies जो कहीं ना कहीं आपकी जैसी स्टोरी हो या फिर बंद डिब्बे में वो अपनी ज़िंदगी संवार रही हो, उन लोगों को आप क्या कहना चाहेंगी? एंड टू द पीपल हु वांट टू लिव देयर ड्रीम्स, उनको आप क्या बताना चाहेंगे?
I will say one thing. I'm pretty emotional right now, the way you asked about a woman. I will say, listen to your heart. Always go with your dreams, whatever you are getting. But also you see that you're not hurting your parents or your family.
Yeah.
That is the part of your life, not the society. You never hurt them. And yes, I have suffered a lot. Though my suffering part is the way you said, I have kept it aside, and I have like fallen, and again I have made myself like it's kind of like a broken plate or a broken glass, and I have made myself again, and I have raised. And you can do also. Never feel ashamed of something, or never feel that, oh, I'm a girl, if I'll say this then nobody will support me or something, and they keep a secret inside them. No, keep a secret. Whatever you have to keep, but don't stop yourself because of that secret.
Yeah.
Always go in front, and you have a vast life. And now there is nothing like a male and a female or something like that. Everyone is the same. If I can work in between hundreds of men, and I can study in between 50s of guys, so you can do that. Nowadays everything is happening. 10 years ago it was not like that. If I was suffering 10 years back, now it's a bit lesser.
Yeah.
Though the society is also accepting things. That time it was not. If I can survive from that time, you can do it now. What's wrong in that?
Absolutely. As she mentioned, ज़िंदगी जो है ना अभी रिसाइकल का ज़माना है, हर कुछ रिसाइकल होता है, and we reuse it. So don't be a garbage in the garbage bin. Rather be a recycled stuff and come in use again. Be a person जिसको लोग बोल सके कि यार इतना देखने के बाद भी वो आज कहाँ पे है.
Yes, that's what I hear now. And I feel very happy.
Absolutely. In fact, we feel proud of you, not because you been to Masterchef, but because आज से 3-4 साल पहले भी जब आप Masterchef में नहीं थे, but we know your past life. we say कि see the kind of boldness she has, see the kind of fierceness she has, and see the kind of like everything around her is so much like आप जब भी इनसे मिलोगे आपको लगेगा कि वो एनर्जी ना वो दूर तक भी रिफ्लेक्ट हो रही है, and that's the biggest thing. Okay, so post this entire thing, I really wish you like more and more and more success in your life. We want to see you growing, and thank you for accepting our invite. And I hope आपको अच्छा लगा होगा यहाँ आके.
Yes, I love the thing you're doing. Like I thought it will be a normal interview and all. Let me tell you, it was very motivating, I can say, and the way you are motivating other women through our story, that is the best part of this show, I must say that. And I saw your episodes and I was like, okay, let's do it. And
Thank you.
And that is the reason, and I loved it. Thank you so much for inviting.
These words will keep us growing and doing more and more such wonderful episodes with the inspiring ladies like you. And yes, thank you so much from my entire team Sambhavna, who's capturing the entire stuff, and me. And Choice That Matters is something that everybody can be proud of, because you can also relate to this story. Also, towards the end of the entire thing, थोड़ा सा क्या होता है ना, रिवाज होता है बोलने का. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel.
Okay.